Hot, hot. Is this what you Indian people eat every day? Screamed my friends. Having moved to a new school, celebrating my 13th birthday was the best way to make new friends. So I thought. But this was definitely not the way I wanted to start off my school year. Cake became the dinner. After the party came to quite a traumatic end, I didn't understand why nobody ate my mom's spicy Indian curry, which by definition should bring tears in their eyes. And then I got my new nickname, Hot Curry. After being rejected by my classmates, I pondered on this hot curry for quite a number of days, until one day I realized how I've been foolish in not understanding that all my classmates came from different cultures. I realized my lack of understanding of multiculturalism, the root cause of why my party was such a disaster. As authors Dubra and Axner state in the book Cross-Cultural Communication, multicultural awareness is essential, for our cultural identity is central to what we see, what we make sense of what we see, and how we express ourselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us first find the ingredients of what multiculturalism consists of. Find what makes it so unpalatable. And then let's cook a perfect dish by adding the right amount of solutions so that it can be savored by one and all. Multiculturalism and diversity are at the very heart of America, as they accurately describe demographics of this nation. With technology advancing at its current pace, our world is becoming a global village, with global interactions becoming more visible in schools, workplaces, businesses, patient care, be it even politics, making diversity and multiculturalism a bigger issue than before. As the Conflict Research Consortium puts it, cultural conflicts arise because of the differences in values and norms of people who come from different cultures. This creates misunderstanding, misconception, which ultimately leads to malice and melancholy. Religious intolerance and racial strife can form an engulfing wave that can divide our nation and our world at large. We can no longer afford to let cultural misunderstanding interfere with our advancement of humanity. We see so many instances of cultural conflicts in our everyday lives. A recent study finds that harassment over women's religious dress has been found in nearly a third of countries. A Christian bride wears a white dress, whereas a Hindu widow wears a white sari. So this implies that cultural conflicts do include clothing also. Social hostilities involving religion have reached a 6-year peak in 2014. After the catastrophic events of the Charlie Hebdo killings, the Islam fundamentalist brutal attacks, analysts have reported mounting evidence of Islamophobia in the general public. Racial intolerance is another area of cultural misunderstanding. The remarks that you hear after the shooting of Michael Brown really can poison the social relations in America. People like you and me hearing these bits and pieces are confused and disappointed. So to understand various cultures and acknowledge the similarities while accepting the differences is the need of the hour than ever before. This is the central challenge of the 21st century, but if done correctly and quickly, will strengthen our country, with the coexistence of multiple cultures possible. So what are the ingredients to help stir up the solutions of understanding multiculturalism? we can prevent cross-cultural conflicts by understanding the values and beliefs of people who come from different cultures through training programs, general reading, day-to-day conversations, and learning from past experiences. This should start from preschool teachers to politicians, doctors to diplomats, TV stars to rock stars. You, me, and everyone in this room can make a difference. Teachers Incorporated discussing about students' ancestry and studying various foods in health and nutrition classes. This concept of diversity was incorporated in schools in Minnesota and North Carolina, and the results are simply off the charts. As Gina Park, social interactions expert, puts it, a sound multicultural education model fosters a positive self-regard towards one's own culture and positive attitudes toward the culture of others. Even American troops receive cultural sensitivity training. They're given a cultural sensitivity guide, information stating if you see a foreigner blowing his nose or putting his feet on a table while talking to you, do not get offended. This just means he is very comfortable in your presence. Even politicians can give their share and cause an impact, as Mr. Larry Hogan pledged to foster the culture of mutual respect and tolerance as he became Maryland's 62nd governor. The American Medical Association incorporated cultural competency as an essential tool for primary care physicians. This significantly improved physician-to-patient relationships, which in turn improved primary care. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. As Maya Angelou's poem, Human Family, sums up one of the most simple but complex lessons of global cultural awareness. All cultural learning should present our differences as varying strategies for meeting our common human needs. So today I talked about our dish of multiculturalism and how, if not understood properly, it can make us sick. But how we can make a true delicacy with our true and clear understanding of different cultures. So, I already planned my next birthday party with some pasta, burritos, sandwiches, and tandoori, but I will definitely spice it up in my music mix, of course, because I'm happy to be in a utopia, a harmonious multicultural society. Don't you want to join me?